I built a $4,000 marketing creative, and I did this without even touching a camera or hiring a designer. All I used was just two things, Claude and Higgsfield. And today in this video, I'm going to share the complete workflow I used to go from just an idea to creating an industry-level marketing asset. So stick around, because by the end, I'm going to show you exactly what this actually cost me compared to $4 grand. By now, you must have already realized that AI is being used for almost everything: writing, coding, research, designing, and a lot more. But there is still one part of the business that seems stuck in the traditional way of doing things, and that is marketing. Think about it. If you want a marketing campaign with real ads, videos, and UGC content, you're still stuck hiring a cameraman, an editor, or maybe someone to plan the whole thing. It is still slow, expensive, and practically out of reach for most small businesses. But now, AI is changing that reality. Tools like Claude and Higgsfield are replacing the entire process at a fraction of the cost. So how does it actually work? Claude is basically the brain behind the whole setup. It can think, plan, write strategy, and all of that. And Higgsfield is the visual expert that has access to multiple image and video models in one place. To connect them together, we use a thing called MCP. And I know this may sound confusing, but all that means is the bridge that helps connect AI models like Claude with external tools like Higgsfield. So let me show you how to do this. First, I'll open Higgsfield.ai and then go to the MCP and CLI tab. Here we have details about connecting Higgsfield to these leading AI models, but I'll just click on Claude and follow these steps. First, just copy this Higgsfield connector URL, then open Claude. Go to Customize in the left sidebar and then click on Connectors. Select Add Custom Connector and give a name to your connector. I'll write Higgsfield, then paste the link we copied from there, and click Add, and then Connect. After that, it will ask you to log into your Higgsfield account. So let's do it, and done. Claude is now connected with Higgsfield. So let's talk about what we're building today. For this, I picked a real product, a milk frother. The plan is to build a complete marketing campaign for this product, which will include image ads, a carousel, UGC style content, and a cinematic Hypermotion ad. But before we go ahead with creating any of these, there is one thing we need to fix, and that is consistency. Let me explain. If I generate every single thing separately without any reference, the result is going to look slightly different every time. It may have a different shape, a different shade of color, maybe some other change, which instantly makes the whole campaign look fake. So to fix this, we need to create a product sheet, which will work as a base reference and have images of the product shown from different angles. Everything we build after this is going to refer to the same product sheet. So I gave Claude this image of the product and asked it to build the product sheet using this prompt. Here's a funny thing. I actually forgot to even mention Higgsfield in this prompt, but Claude is smart enough to notice that my account is already connected with Higgsfield. It just asked me if I want to go ahead and use Higgsfield for this, so I gave the permission and let it run. And here is our first output. At first glance, it looks pretty solid, but if you look closely at the side profile, it has covered the head of the frother. So I asked it to fix that one, and this is our final product profile. We have the product image from 4 different angles, one in hand view, one from a frothing action, and all of them look really solid. So now this image becomes the base for everything we build from this point. Along with the product sheet, I added a few instructions to make this process smooth. First, I told it to always use Higgsfield whenever I ask to create any image or video. Second, I'm going to describe whatever I want in natural language, and it's on Claude to turn that into a detailed prompt before giving it to Higgsfield. And last, I uploaded the product sheet we just built into the project files option and told it to use it as a reference every time it creates something. So now, setup is done, and the first thing we're building is a static image ad, because it is one of the most used formats out there. It's quick to consume by the viewer and perfect for something like Instagram or Facebook feed ads. So I gave this prompt where I asked it to create a static image ad for the product. I just told it to use the product sheet as a reference and create a clean scroll-stopping ad, and also write a short caption that would go with the product. The first thing it did was pull up the product sheet from the file section, so it already knows what our product looks like. And then it landed on the Higgsfield Marketing Studio image model, because that thing is specifically built for ad-style creatives. It kicked off the generation using that model, and after a few seconds, this is what we got. And honestly, this looks really clean. The shape of the frother is perfect. It's dropping into the milk, and you get this whole splash forming around it. There are tiny droplets around it, which gives a premium vibe. The branding is also perfect. Warm and soft lighting in the background with a kind of golden tint makes the whole thing feel very premium instead of some random product photo. Along with all of this, it also gave me a solid caption with a few alternatives that go along with the image. So the ad and caption are ready with this simple prompt. but it doesn't tell the complete story of how a product works and why it's worth buying. And that is why carousels are used. A carousel is a post that contains multiple images the user can swipe through, and each image highlights something specific about the product instead of just random shots together. So I asked Claude to create a carousel with 5 different cards, each one highlighting a different feature. First one talks about the battery life of the product. Second is about the double whisk head. Third is about the easy cleaning method. Fourth card shows its 3 different use cases, and fifth one is a lifestyle shot of a woman using the product. I then asked it to keep the same background, lighting, and text to maintain consistency across all 5 generations, and then sent it. It started working on it, and again it first viewed the 4 product sheet reference images. And after a few minutes, here we are. The first card is about battery. This shot is clean and simple and gets the point across instantly. Second one is about the double whisk head in the milk, foaming it up, and the text backs it up with faster and more efficient than a regular single whisk. Third image is about 1-button cleaning with just a dip in water. This image also looks great. Fourth one talks about the versatility of the product, but there is something more I want you to notice in this image. Just look at the quality, the reflection of the whisk on the countertop and in the mug next to it, the tiny bubbles forming in these cups, and the reflection of the glass on the side mugs. I mean, this is super crazy that AI created this image. And the last image is this lady enjoying her coffee in a kitchen. And all these images look like something a real brand would actually post on their socials. So now the carousel is done, and we've covered how the product looks and what it does. But people don't buy something just because it looks good. They buy because they trust it. And nothing on a social page can build trust like a real person talking about that product. And that is the gap UGC content fills in. UGC lets an actual customer share their honest opinion about that product. This type of content hits differently because it feels real and authentic. So to build this UGC video, I'm going to first ask Claude to write a short script of what our character should say in the video. It must sound like a real person talking. So I gave this prompt, and it came up with this script. I feel it's too polished and seems salesy. So I asked it to give a couple more variations, and then it came up with 3. After reading all of them, I feel that the third one is good. So I asked it to use variation 3 and gave this prompt. Oops, my bad. I actually forgot to upload my character reference and it flagged it instantly because it can only see the product sheet in the project file. So I'll just upload it, and this is the character I'm using for the UGC video. Now, if you want to learn how I built this realistic AI character that stays consistent across every generation, I've shared the exact workflow. Make sure to watch it right after this one. So I'll just upload and send it. It then followed the workflow instructions to build the bundle file and brought in the product and character references. Then, after picking the product photo and front view portrait of the character, it uploaded both the product side view and character portrait to Higgsfield Sandbox and pushed them to a pre-signed URL. Then it first generated a few shots of our character actually holding the product using the GPT Image 2 model. And then it took those shots and fed them into video generation using the Seedance 2.0 model in vertical format. And here is the result.
If you drink coffee at home, you need to see this. This little wand makes barista level foam in seconds. No machine, no mess. Tap the link and thank me later.
That video was really good. It opens with our character holding her phone and filming herself with a coffee mug in her other hand. And she kicks it off with the hook line we locked earlier. Then it cuts to her in the kitchen with the product sitting on the counter. She picks it up and starts frothing the milk in her cup. And this part honestly got me. The milk inside that cup looks damn real. The spin of the frother, the physics behind the rotation, and the little bubbles forming inside. All of this is so good that it is impossible to tell this is an AI video. And after that, she wraps it up with a clean CTA, telling people to tap the link and grab the product. So the UGC video is done, but the wow factor is still missing. I mean the kind of shot that makes your product look premium and expensive, like it belongs on a real ad. To fix this, we'll create a cinematic hypermotion shot. This is a slow motion agency style shot with no people in it, just the product itself moving like a luxury commercial. These types of ads are used to build prestige, and a campaign feels incomplete without them. So let me show you how I'm doing it. I gave it a prompt to create a cinematic commercial style video using the product sheet, in which our frother is dipping into a glass of milk in slow motion. The milk is splashing out dramatically, which gives a nice premium feel that you see in ads of big brands. This took around 20 minutes, and this is what it came back with. Let's see. So how was it? For me, the way it plays out is the best part. It opens on this insane macro shot. The milk splashes like a perfect crown shape and these tiny droplets are suspended in the air like time just stopped. Then the dipping and rotation of the frother is also perfect. After that, it gives this close shot of the frother with water droplets on the matte black body. And the branding also looks crisp and sharp with no warp or stretch. This type of shot makes the product feel premium, and it closes with the frother in the glass and steam rising off the milk. Every single frame of this video looks like it belongs in a luxury product ad, not something generated in a chat. Alright, so at the start of this video, I told you a number, and when I pulled the real industry pricing for these assets, that number came out to be $4,000. I'll attach the document with the sources in the description, make sure to check that out. So what did it actually cost me? If I go over to my Higgsfield account and into the assets folder, every single thing related to this project was created within 2 days. Before that, on the 29th, I was working on a different project. So when I checked the actual usage for the last 7 days, it is $35.45. Add my Claude subscription on top of that, and the total I spent for this is $55, which means it cost me about 99% less than what an agency would have charged. So that's the whole thing from start to finish. I connected Claude and Higgsfield using MCP, then picked a product and built a product profile, then used it as a base to create a static ad, Carousel, UGC video, and a cinematic ad, which cost me about $56. So if you've got a business or a product and you want to build marketing creatives for it, there's nothing stopping you from doing exactly what I just did. If this helped you out, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.